Hello everyone. So is the UK planning to deport Nigerians and other nationals from the country? So I've gotten this question a whole lot in the past days about the UK government having plans on sending immigrants back to their country. And I just thought I needed to do a video to address this latest UK immigration update. Yeah. So the past months, like towards the end of last year, we saw a whole lot of plans by the present and past government seeing how they can reduce the net migration in the UK. So it all started with Liz Truss. Yeah. So they felt at that time that a whole lot of immigrants were coming into UK and they thought they needed to like put a check to it. After Brexit and the pandemic, the UK government thought they needed more people, more foreign workers, more skilled workers to come into the UK, right? And they threw their doors open, came up with a whole lot of new visas, new pathways to make it easier for skilled foreign workers to migrate into the UK to take up jobs, to boost the economy. There's been a very major labor shortage in the country, and all of that. We know the story. So they felt like, yeah, enough, and even more than enough people have made it into the UK, and they just try to like find a way to put checks to the number of immigrants they let into the UK and even those already in the UK. The Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, is like so against so many immigrants in the UK, and she's even looking for ways they can like send people out. Not only are they going to reduce the number of people they let in, but even like try to push some that are already in out, right? So that's been like the premise of all these talks about UK government trying to deport immigrants. So there is a latest update on this, and in this video I want to show you like the official news regarding the deportation of foreigners from the UK. So stick with me in this video. I'm going to show you. If we are just meeting, my name is Jackie and you're welcome to the channel. Do hit the subscribe button so you can be seeing information that will help you to relocate abroad, and also turn on the post notifications so you would not miss any video I post. If relocation is your goal, then you really need to stick to my video and watch the videos I post so you can know your options and know how to move abroad easier, faster, and cheaper. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. Okay, so let's talk about what is going on in the UK as regards immigrants, leaving the UK and all of that. So, we know the backstory. I have like so many videos about all this. You can see it up here and in the description box as well. Okay, so in this video, let me just go straight to the latest about sending immigrants out of the UK. All right, so there's this news report by Daily Mail, and the headline reads, "Row over foreign students as Home Secretary Suella Braverman pushes for visa change that will force them out of the UK if they haven't got a skilled job 6 months after graduating." So Suella Braverman, right, wants to like quote unquote kick out some foreign students in the UK. And she wants to do this by reducing the time allowed for them to stay in the UK without getting a skilled job after they finish their studies, right? Ideally, a graduate of a program in the UK gets a post-study work permit that allows them to stay for 2 years after their study in the UK to find a job, right? So you have 2 years to stay back and find a job after you study in the UK. So she wants to see how these 2 years can be reduced to 6 months. So after only 6 months, if you're not able to get a skilled job in the UK, then you would be forced to leave the country. So that is what she's proposing. So let me just go ahead and give you more information in this particular news report. Currently, those traveling to study in Britain can stay for 2 years afterwards, like I said earlier. Department for Education resisting plan to cut that period to just 6 months. So Suella Braverman is actually getting some pushback in these plans to reducing the 2 years to 6 months. Home Office said visa abuse by people on short courses at low-ranking unis. Home Secretary Suella Braverman is at the center of a new row over foreign students after moving to cut the amount of time they can stay in the UK after graduating. Currently, those traveling to study in Britain can stay on for 2 years after completing their courses, but the Department for Education is said to be resisting Ms. Braverman's plan to cut that to just 6 months, after which they have to have a skilled job that makes them eligible for a work visa or leave the UK. It is the latest twist in a long-running row over foreign students' numbers. Ms. Braverman has committed to cut immigration and substantially reduce the number of unskilled foreign workers coming to Britain from 239,000 to the tens of thousands. As part of that, she wants to reduce the numbers of international students who can apply for a graduate post-study work visa, which allows any student who has passed their degree to remain and work in the UK for at least 2 years. But education officials fear this will make the UK less attractive to foreign students who pay far more than UK students for their courses and are a major source of income for universities. Figures released by the Higher Education Statistics Agency last week show that there were almost 680,000 foreign students in 2021 to 2022 academic year, with non-EU outnumbering EU students by almost fivefold. So no doubt there've been, a high number of foreign students entering into the UK in the past couple of years, right? And Swallow Braverman is not having it. She wants to see how those numbers can greatly reduce by sending some people back. And she feels like the best way to do it is to reduce the number of months that these students can remain in the UK after graduating if they are not able to get a skilled job. And to get a skilled worker visa, there are some thresholds you need to meet. You need to get a job that pays a certain amount of salary. And, there are things, there are other requirements like that. So it's not like any job whatsoever, can make it on the skilled worker visa. And of course, you even need to get a job that offers visa sponsorship, right? So it's not that easy for every student that graduates from a UK university to meet, the requirements for a skilled worker visa. And that is why they give them 2 years to do this. So they can take their time, gather experience here and there from other jobs that don't offer visa sponsorship, so they can be eligible to get a job that has visa sponsorship in the UK. Because getting a job in the UK, basically like a high paying job, you need references, you need UK work experience, and most students do not get that. So they need to spend more time, trying to get these skilled jobs. And 6 months may not be enough for most of the students. So if this her plan sees the light of day, then so many students will need to leave the UK after their studies. So this is not official. Nothing has changed, right? So foreign students are not required to leave the UK in 6 months if they are unable to get a job after completing their studies. So nothing has changed. No Nigerian students are not being deported. Other foreign students are not being deported. No one is being deported after studies. This is merely an idea, merely a plan right now. So nothing has changed. So don't be alarmed. As soon as there's any change, if anything is official, trust me, you'll be the first to know. I'm going to do a video to let you know the new development as soon as the UK government officially releases a statement about this. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and maybe share it with others so they can get to know what the latest is on the subject. And also subscribe to the channel so you can get latest information about what is going on in terms of visas, immigration rules, immigration news all around the world. All right. And I have a video about how to escape, this kind of situation in case this plan does go through. So how can you escape being caught up in the not getting a job within 6 months and you need to leave the UK? I have a video about what international students can do in the UK to switch from their student visa to a skilled worker visa. And I have that all in a video up here. So do watch that after this. My name is Jackie and I will see you in the next video.